in Korea in future. And the Future Lab is one institute. Actually, I belong to Future Lab. And right now, this is a research topic, interaction ecology, perception technology, information aesthetic, functional aesthetic, virtual environment, and a creative catalyst. And I forget to mention robotinity. Actually, this is a quite unique word for talking about a robot. But as you know, humanity is the nature of human being, right? Robotinity is a study for talking about what is the nature of robot. So in this way, in the Future Lab, what we are conducting is a really interesting social implementation of media art to society. For example, in this context, the second flavor of our Sectonica should be this magic moment and live experience. So our approach, especially in the Future Lab and also in the entire company of our Sectonica, what we focus is really physical, experience, not from the screen, rather how to encounter with this special magic moment. For example, have you been to Vienna? If you have any chances to go to Vienna next time, this is Vienna airport that we, our Sectonica Future Lab, realized the media architecture in the Vienna airport. As you can see, so what we are making is really, in a way, in industry. So for installing the media art, so to say, creativity to the public environment. This is a so-called media architecture. And as you can see, normal people are suddenly encountering with a magic moment. In this place, so this landscape of letters are reacting to the flight schedule of the airplane. And this title is actually in English, time and space. It's giving you the new impression to the airport. Imagine, so to the public space, I think especially for the public space, this is a very effective way. And the second thing is spec sales. This was in 2012, last year. And what we realized was create the picture in the air, create the movies in the air. So as you can see, the contents on the iPhone or tablet or on the screen, but it's still foreground from your side under these contents. But this is, imagine on the Danube, this quadrocopter flies, and it will be formulating the stereo visions. And but in this event, 90,000 people gathered at this event. But in this way, what we realize is really creating a magic moment in the public. And to be honest, this is so challenging because we've never seen this special moment. But what we are doing is, this is a process of development. By combining the software engineering and also hardware technique to detect the position of this quadrocopter by GPS, we controlled everything by simulating process. And but as I said, the point is we realized in the reality, not just a simulation. What we did was in this real setting. This is a very, very important point. And we are doing like a really catalyst to conduct interesting things. And people will be really inspired. So this is one project. Then next point is flavor is participation. So for example, if you see the entertainment contents, quite often, so there is a pretty clear separation between audience and, for instance, you. For example, also this, my talk might be not good because I could do this more participatory process. But this participation is a very important flavor in Ars Electronica. So from here, I'm gonna explain my project. And for example, this is a shadowgram. It's to convert your silhouette to physical, tangible material. And you know, the shadow, of course, if I make shadow, I can't touch, right? But the idea is, what if we could make a tangible, so to say, communication, and if what we could transform as a tangible forms. The idea is very simple. In this installation, okay, set your, I don't know, as you like, make your pose, and so you'll see your silhouette. So immediately by a robotic cutting machine, this is a cut, and this is going to be sticker. But our point is, it's not making just stickers. Afterwards, so they are putting the stickers on the wall. Actually, this was for City of Linz, for collecting opinions to the City of Linz. Imagine, see, the shadow silhouette is really growing with a speech bubble, with comment. And this is automatically like a really playful process. And actually, we planned to set this one wall, but see, you know, so this was really growing every day, and incredible amount of shadows, silhouettes are produced. What we did was in many places like Tokyo, Venice, so also in many places we conducted this project. The interesting thing is also the way to create a shadow is of course depending on the culture, depending on the even weather. Imagine if you have umbrella, you want to make something umbrella performance, right? And in this way, we can see the, so to say, hidden message from the society. And this is giving the new mode to people. They are so creative, so more than we are thinking. So people are imagine, so they are really developing the way to play with this. So in this way, we call it as like a catalyst to promote creativity for, especially for people. Then my focus, this is just system-wide. So what I want to say is not a system point now, but typically we tend to think only here, okay, let's make an interactive fabrication process, interactive installation in this way. But the point is our focus of realization is more, one more step. How can we think of social contribution? How can we involve people in society? This is a very important point. So how to set the frame to fit this shadowgram in the society? Imagine if the shadowgram is suddenly here, probably nobody might understand. But this is set in the, for example, entrance of the city of Linz, So probably this kind of consideration is very important. Well, then, this was happening for me when I had to create the installation at the corner, at the place of emergency exit. Suddenly I found this. I don't know how this person created this, but definitely he was, or I don't know, someone is engaged in this process, and so what he realized was really expressing his creativity. In this meaning, as I said, we call it as a creative catalyst to promote changing to mentalities, behavior of people through creative and technological support. So it means the point is, so creating catalyst is not enough. How to put this catalyst to, frame for people? This consideration is very important. And so second thing is in the context of the catalyst, I'm gonna explain next project last year for this festival in September 2012. Sorry. So the topic of last year's festival was the way to create a big picture, as I said. It's like not like a top-down decision, but rather how to make it together as a patchwork process. Of course, this is really fragile. Every time it might be changing, but the way to coin the picture is now really drastically changing. It's like a really Facebook, and Facebook or this kind of it's similar to Facebook process. And during the festival, there is a special performing event